Hello, good morning. Happy Monday. Starting a new week, ready to take on the week, give our best performance. Hope everyone had a great week and let's see what the market brings for us. We have a short week today. This week. We got no news today. Tuesday we got JOLTS. Wednesday we have ADP numbers, like the job numbers. And then Thursday we have initial jobless claims, and then Friday will be a holiday, but we have ADP and unemployment rate. So all that's gonna be interesting. And also we have to see if Trump tacoed. Um, I'm not 100% sure where the market will be sitting, but let us see. So I'll load everything up. Okay, got bookmap open. Okay, so letting the charts load. Oops. Okay, let's get started. So we'll get with the 1 day and 1 week first. So the 1 week we can see we just really broke this area, started selling off more, but we can see buyers did step in. We were selling off even more. Where did we reach to? We reached to this area. Okay. And then here, same thing. So we did sell off a bit, but buyers did step in. I don't know. Let me check the news, see if this is due to anything. Related. Okay. Okay, this is not updating. Let me go. Okay, so it's again serious talks. Let's see what that means. So same story as last week. Starts with serious talks, and then there's not really much progress made. So let's see where we land. But basically, um, okay, so perfect. See, that's basically it. Really, if we buyers do take control, I want to really basically almost did the wick test, and sellers have been stacking after that daily wick test. We slightly front runned it, but if anything, we can push back to testing this area, or we start chopping and stay around maybe another wick test, or I would retest the close of of Wednesday, sorry, of Friday, my bad. um and yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna be looking for on the 1 day chart. On the 4 hour and 1 hour. Oh, that is the wrong setup. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Okay, So let's check the 4 hour first so we could see that yeah we really just gapped down on Sunday, and after that gap down we immediately just started this dip started getting bought up, a little bit of a divergence here but just continued higher, and now after making a significant move it looks like we're taking a little bit of selling pressure, um, and almost did a wick test here, and slight divergence. No, it's similar structure on both ES and NQ. So never mind about that. Let me load this up a little bit better. I will add that level that I saw. Yeah, I'll add this. And then for ES, it's the same thing. Okay, and then I would like to, and I'll add it here too. Okay, um, just double checking this. Okay, so yeah, that's really the structure here. On the 1 hour, it's a little bit more defined how we gapped down, sellers continued, but then we had this nice, this is like a great sign that buyers are stepping in, and then the second hour, by the time we pass that wick, it's a pretty good buy to continue higher. And we have this a little bit of reaction here, but we can also see that it was a previous leg before the next move, so understandable. Oh, that's what I want to do. Okay. Okay. So let's get to the 50-minute and 30-minute. So VIX is at a 30 still. Um, we yeah, it's at a 30. We did reach 29, but it's slightly okay. No, sorry. Yeah, it's at 30 right now. So let's see what happens there. On a 30 minutes, very a similar structure, but we see that there's an EMA. We're between two EMAs if buyers start stepping in right about now. Yeah, that's really it. Just the EMAs here. And same goes for the 50-minute. We're under EMAs, so I wouldn't be surprised to see buyers stepping right now, just because it was a previous support, um, and we have EMAs, but it doesn't mean that it won't accelerate down. It just means that it may take a little bit of a pit stop. Oh, hey Scott, good morning. Thanks for tuning in. How is your trading going? So same here with the structure. But yeah, okay, we're gonna just wait it out and see what happens here. Okay, that's good. So then I'll get to the 5 minute, 50 minutes. So I already loaded up the valley areas, but basically we opened up in yesterday's valley area, Friday's valley area, and just started selling off from there. Um, there was a low volume node here. I think we accelerated throughout it. Let's look a little bit more into. I'll load this up. So a little bit more into the structure, we can see that yeah, we tried to find a support on point of control. Buyer stepped in, took resistance on value area, and we started selling down. Played yesterday's value area low, and then just pushed lower. You can see now we're starting to play a slow volume node. A little bit of a consolidation actually in the low volume node. Didn't expect that. But then after that, we just started like slowly breaking down, and sellers accelerated again, and now we're back in a high volume node from yesterday. But we're almost there. Right now, we're actually still in the low volume node, so we may actually stay here, conduct a more volume in this area. It's very possible, so I'll keep that as something to take a look at, and it makes sense with the higher time frames, how this is an area that was a support, and how we have EMAs around this area that could potentially slow us down a bit. Okay, that looks good. I'll start looking at book map as well. Okay, great. I'm doing the same thing as you right now, checking things and patterns. That's really good to hear. I'm glad. So right now we're kind of slowing down, consolidating, trying to find some momentum back up. We have a low volume node right there. I'll mark it down. No shit. Okay. And let me add it now. Oh, my watch is about to die. I'm gonna have to charge it. Okay. So yeah, we trying to play the low volume node a bit. It's more defensive on ES. We're holding point of control as well. Okay, aggressive buyer stepped in. Consolidating around here. Depends on how we start reacting here, but if buyers do clear the low volume node, I would be interested, but I'm a little bit worried it'd be like an algorithmic move, like where it just does it in one go. I'm gonna be very into trading that. If sellers continue, I'd be interested to see a replay of yesterday's close or around yesterday's close. I'll probably just target this area just to be safe. So buyers hold this and start grinding up. I can see this is a PO3 structure. And a little bit of weakness right there. Buyers are trying to step in. Strength looks a little bit rough. Buyers are getting absorbed here, so might not be interested in this. Good close. I might just sit this one out, as I'm not loving this structure. Don't want to get a fake out. My risk is not gonna be the best here too. Let's see how this would have played out though. A little bit of a reaction here off where I would have entered. I see buyers stepping in. Would have been a stomp out. You gotta be careful. This price action is kind of slow, kind of confusing, kind of painful. So gotta be a little bit careful, more patient. Oops. We have a little bit of liquidity at 390. Low volume node here too. Aggressive buyer stepped in. Right now, I'm just really sitting here and waiting because the price is getting pretty choppy. We're in valley area, so it's like where the volume is the most conducted, and you can see we're not really moving with much direction. And I don't want to short this because it looks like buyers are there to stop that. And buying it, I want to wait till I buy it because I want to see how we react to the low volume node here. You see right here, there's like not a lot of volume here. So we're kind of breaking down now, but let's see how that continues. So original edge played out. Okay, reacting to this area. Might take a little bit of yeah, this is definitely an area that need to watch out for. Just added a few lines because I switched to futures, so I lost some lines. I wanted to add them, so we're done with that. Good, good. Right now, it's slowly grinding down. We started to get some momentum down, but I'm not taking a trade yet, just because there's no real entry that I can take. So I'm just sitting and waiting right now. But basically, we're slowly selling off. It's pretty choppy though, not the best price action. I do want to see like us target this low, but I don't know if I want to be taking that risk yet. Something like this. I'm just worried about the risk. I would rather wait for a clearer trade that allows me to have, excuse me, more defined risk. Fire stepping, a replay of the low volume node is not a bad idea. I'm gonna wait till we get a little bit more reaction before getting to that. Yeah, I'm gonna miss it. Oh, no. Okay. A little bit of weakness. Basically played out the edge. I'm not gonna take the trade. I don't think I would have been filled out with my full size. Let's see if I would have played, but there's no point for me to take that. I hesitated there just because I was like, I don't know, do I really want to take this risk? And I just didn't fully trust it. And we front runned it as expected. Yeah, so it would have been alright. I don't even think I would have been fully filled out. Maybe I would have. I'm not 100% sure, but it's okay. Aggressive buyers did step in on ES. Mm. The liquidity at 40. Mm. It was moved, the liquidity. Okay. So there's the reaction to low volume mode. Okay, value area flip down. So this is not very valid. Okay. iPad disconnected, so I need to fix that real quick. So there's the breakdown. I had a feeling like, the slow chop up would lead to a breakdown. There we go. Hmm. Just curious about something. Let's say over to. What I'm just testing is that Safari is just definitely more hungry and it's playing like videos for the CPU, and Chrome handles it better. So I could use that as an advantage. That sucks. Okay. Okay, so need a bit of a push out right now. Look at that jackknife. A little bit liquidity higher. Value area flipped again. A low volume node here. And VWAP. I feel like this may not, I feel like buyers may not have the ability to actually get through it. If this closes pretty bearish, it'd be interesting in shorting. Oops. Good risk. Value area flipped again. Yikes. Keeps flipping. So Buyers pushing on. It just doesn't look clean. I can't. I'm not gonna trade this. Like I'm waiting. I'm being patient. Like I would want to trade this because it makes somewhat sense, but I'm not willing to take that risk. I probably will play to view up now because Valley area flipped, which is fine though. We're breaking down a bit. We just tested the low volume mode. Yeah, it plays it so fast. Yeah, that would have been a good trade then. Let's see if I would have been able to get fill out for its front running it so far. No, it played out. So that would have been a good 10-point trade. But it was very fast. It was a good scalp though. Excuse me. What also might, what would like, oh man, value where it keeps flipping. It just makes the edges, makes taking a trade so much harder because I don't want to take a trade with resistance of value area. So, but uh, I wouldn't be surprised if we start selling off because this could just be a little bit of a retracement to make the next leg down. Okay, breaking down a bit. I just don't know. Buyers stepped in here 2 times. Will it happen again? Nice little that's a nice sweep. Be good if buyers do step in. Gonna reduce risk. That's chopping. It's having trouble. 1 second left. Got filled out for 2 contracts. Okay, took a loss. I was taking this trade, but it didn't make sense. I mean, that was not a great trade just because ES is already touching value very high. But I'm happy how I got to reduce my risk. It's probably gonna still be, it's gonna be a 1 hour loss. But you know, I got to avoid a good amount of slippage. I guess I got fooled with the liquidity sweep, and we could have continued back to point of control, but it failed to get that momentum. So it's okay. It's simply just is an understandable trade, but definitely could have waited out on that. So it is what it is. That's okay. It was hard today. Definitely the market's slow. Not the cleanest, but yeah. Again, the reason why I took it is just simply because we had a nice reaction by buyers with the liquidity sweep. Like we swept, failed to we've closed very nicely, just taking the reaction back to point of control. But ES was already basically done the move, so that's why I was taking so much resistance. So yeah, I mean, what I would think I could have done a little bit better is reduce risk even faster, but um, I don't think it's completely wrong. I still got to reduce risk, but yeah, basically that's it. Um, of course, because when they're always my losses are gonna usually be slipped, so it's playing out. But you see how to give more pain, and it makes sense. Now this 100% makes sense. But you gotta understand that this liquidity sweep, buyers are like, "Oh, this is opportunity," and that's what I thought too. Is an opportunity, but then it fakes out the buyers like me, and I basically got faked out, and then I had a retest to the value area low, and then the move. So it's hard. I fell for it, and it happens, But it is what it is, and I'm not complaining. It's how you improve. So yeah, that's basically it. Okay, my iPad keeps disconnecting. This is a problem. I don't know if it's my computer or it's disconnecting a lot. It's disconnected again. Hmm. Okay, so now I'll get here. I'll first close this. Actually, I'll put you here first. What I'll just like to see is like how favorable will the loss be. Theoretically, I did try to reduce my risk, maybe by a point or two. I think a little bit more, but would I be seeing that in the loss? That's the real question. So at the end of the day, I think I handle it. It did go up $300 in the money, so of course it's gonna affect the trillion threshold a bit, but it's by $300, not the end of the world. So let's get here. I think it's gonna be 1600. Yeah. Yeah, or if I'm lucky, it could be 1300, but that's on the good side. Oh wow. I'm gonna clap because I did not expect that. Okay, so that's great. I got to really reduce the risk by 0.25 R. So that's great. It could have been well, it could have been $300 more, but still that's great. I'll take it. I'm happy with that. Got to reduce the risk, take a smaller loss. That's what I really wanted to at least do because, you know, the trade could have been wrong and I was able to do that, which is great. Um, and it went up $420. And then, okay, cool, cool. Yeah. Okay, cool. I mean, it's a good loss, I would say. I could have been a full stomp out. I got to shut off a little bit, like $300. Still, I'm still grateful for it. Like, because it's like if I did took a full stop out with slippage, it would have been 1700, 1800. That's like a $500 difference. I'll take it. Um, the market was hard today. I fell for the liquidity sweep, and then I thought we would get momentum, but I should have thought it's not enough pain. It's too obvious. But that's okay. We live and we improve. But that's basically it. I'm gonna call it now. Um, and yeah, and also I finished recording my YouTube video for episode 3. Really happy about my iPad disconnected again. Okay, so something is really going on. It's definitely not the iPad. It must be the computer. Let me see if I can find the diagnostics for that side. Yeah, I do. Okay, so I'm gonna restart these. I'm gonna do that. It's probably gonna I'm gonna do it off stream just because I don't want it to mess up anything, but I have to disconnect the iPad. Okay, worst case. I mean, I'm live. I have to force quit it. I'm gonna force quit it again because it opened up very quickly. Okay, I'm gonna try connecting the iPad again. Okay, hope that helped. We're gonna find out. Well, anyways, thanks for tuning in, guys. I'll see you all tomorrow, and have a great one. Take care, and peace.